My name is Ghost, and welcome to Movie Matrix. Today, we're diving into a story not just to watch, but to feel. A journey that speaks about survival, sacrifice, and the price humanity pays for its desires. So sit tight, because this is not just a movie explanation. This is an experience. Our story opens in a small coastal village, where a humble fisherman named Solomon Vandy lives with his wife and 3 children. Life is tough, money is short, but Solomon's dreams are big, especially for his eldest son. As they walk home from school one afternoon, Solomon gently says, "I never had the chance to study, but you, my son, will become a doctor. You won't live the same life I lived." His son smiles with pride, unaware of how quickly life is about to change. The attack. Suddenly, Solomon spots something terrifying. An armed rebel group marching toward his village. His face turns pale. He grabs his son's hand and runs. They reach home, breathless. Solomon bursts through the door and tells his family, "We have no time. We must leave. Now." He breaks the back wall of his small house, pushes his wife and children out through the rear exit, and helps them escape through the forest. But while saving them, Solomon is captured. The rebels' cruelty. The rebels have kidnapped villagers. Some they kill instantly, others they drag away as prisoners. Among the militia are even children, brainwashed to hate the government and kill anyone who supports it. The rebel leader begins cutting off people's hands so they can never vote again. When Solomon's turn arrives, the leader pauses. He sees strength and potential in Solomon, so instead of punishing him, they force him into labor. Diamonds, guns, and blood. Solomon is taken to a hidden river, where dozens of captured villagers search for raw diamonds in harsh conditions. The rebels trade these diamonds for weapons, fueling their war. One worker secretly hides a tiny diamond in his mouth, but the leader notices. He forces the man to spit it out, takes the stone, and shoots him without mercy. Fear spreads through the camp like wildfire. Meanwhile, we meet Danny Archer, a professional diamond smuggler. He arrives by helicopter, trading weapons for diamonds. He's smart, experienced, and has been doing this dirty business for years, until this time he gets caught at the border and thrown into prison. The pink diamond back in the river mine. Fortune strikes. Solomon finds a massive rare diamond. His heart races. This stone could change his entire life. Give it to the rebels and live, or hide it, and risk being killed? A sudden distraction gives him a moment. Solomon hides the stone between his toes and asks to use the washroom. The leader searches him, but finds nothing. In the bushes, Solomon digs a hole, ready to bury the stone. But before he does, the rebels attack, and chaos erupts. Solomon hides the diamond deep in the dirt. Moments before he is mistaken for a rebel by the army and arrested. He is sent to the same prison where Danny is locked up. Rumor inside the prison. The injured rebel leader is brought into the same prison. As soon as he sees Solomon, he shouts, "Give me my diamond, the big one you stole." Before losing consciousness, he yells that the diamond is the largest he has ever seen and promises $10,000 to whoever gets it from Solomon. Every prisoner turns and stares at Solomon. Danny listens quietly, realizing Solomon really is hiding a life-changing diamond. Freedom and hidden motives. Danny is eventually released. He uses one of his hidden diamonds to pay someone to help get Solomon released as well. Not out of kindness, but because he wants the stone. Solomon, however, ignores Danny and begins searching for his missing family, unaware that his eldest son has been captured by rebels, now being brainwashed and trained to become a child soldier. The dangerous network. Danny soon learns that his former commander, a ruthless man known as the Colonel, also knows about the diamond. The illegal network runs like this. Rebels trade diamonds to Danny, supplies weapons from the Colonel. The Colonel sends diamonds to Rolex, the biggest diamond mogul in America. Everyone wants the same stone, the one Solomon hid. Danny finally confronts Solomon and tells him, "Only I can help you find your family, but you need to tell me where that diamond is." And their dangerous partnership begins. Their uneasy alliance forms under a burning African sun. Danny Archer, the smart, charming, morally gray smuggler, and Solomon Vandy, the desperate father fueled by hope and pain, walk the same road, but their souls travel different journeys. Danny cares about one thing, the diamond. Solomon cares about everything Danny has forgotten, family. Together, they move toward the war-torn north, where rumors say the mines have shifted and rebel camps scatter like ghosts in the jungle. The path is crawling with soldiers, children with rifles, and men who would kill for a handful of stones no bigger than a nail. But this isn't just a journey through Africa. This is a journey into their unfinished pasts. Maddie Bowen enters the story. At a chaotic bar filled with smoke, deals, and lies, Danny spots her again. Maddie Bowen, a brave American journalist searching not for treasure, but truth. She wants a story that exposes the blood-soaked economy. Danny wants access, paperwork, and a cover. Solomon wants none of this. He doesn't trust any foreigner's promise. Maddie recognizes pain in Solomon's eyes. He recognizes pity in hers. And he hates it. She strikes her deal with Danny. She gives information, he gives her the story. A story she hopes can save lives. A story he hopes can profit from. Solomon, he just hopes his family is still alive. A brutal look at reality. They travel through villages burnt to the ground, past schools that once echoed laughter, now filled with silence and ash. Solomon stops. He recognizes a shoe in rubble, his son's school shoe. The camera would pause here. The world stands still. The smell of smoke, the weight of memory. This is the first moment Danny sees Solomon not as leverage, but as a man. Still, Danny keeps walking. His heart once cared, but life carved those pieces out long ago. The child soldiers' camp night falls. Trees whisper secrets. The group hides near a rebel training ground. The crackling sound of gunfire echoes. Boys, no older than 12, march in rhythm, chanting death like it's a war song. Solomon freezes. Among them, Dia, his son, his little boy, now holding a rifle bigger than his childhood dreams. You can almost hear Solomon's heart shatter, not loud, but sharp. He wants to run, scream, grab him, but Danny pulls him back. You go there, you die, then your son dies, then nobody is saved. Solomon collapses in silent grief. Danny, the man who never cared, stands helpless. For the first time, a crack opens in Danny Archer's cold armor. Trust begins to grow. Maddie witnesses everything. This isn't just a story anymore. It's personal. She helps Solomon record his memories, not to publish without him, but to preserve what war tries to erase. Danny listens, pretending he doesn't care, but his eyes betray him. He asks Maddie, "You think your article changes anything?" She fires back, "Maybe not, but silence definitely won't." Her conviction is something he forgot people could have. The diamond mine raid. Finally, they reach the valley where Solomon hid the diamond. But nothing stays hidden in a land ruled by guns and greed. Government troops ambush the area. Bullets tear through the forest. Explosions shake the earth. Danny, Solomon, Maddie, running through mud and fear. The camera would shake violently, loud, chaotic, breathless. Solomon drags Danny toward a familiar riverbed. There, under the roots. But before they can dig, RUF rebels storm the clearing. Danny raises his weapon. Solomon shields his face. The rebels shout orders, guns aimed, fingers tight and stepping forward. Dressed in rebel uniform, eyes hard, soulless. Detached Dia, Solomon's boy, no longer a child, now a soldier of war. The world stops. Solomon whispers, voice broken, "My son." Dia doesn't blink. He doesn't smile. He doesn't remember. The diamond is right beneath their feet, but a father's heart is on the edge of a blade. The world freezes, not the world outside. Trucks still rumble. Guns still clack. Soldiers still breathe. But the world inside Solomon stops beating. Dia, the child he once taught to fish, to run with bare feet across sand, to laugh at night stories, now stands rigid, cold, and reprogrammed by war. His small hands grip the rifle with the precision of a trained soldier, but his eyes, once innocent, are locked into the void. Solomon slowly raises his hands, voice trembling, not in fear, but heartbreak. "Dia, my son, look at me." The rebel commander smirks. He enjoys this scene. To them, breaking a family is just another tactic of control. Danny knows one wrong move will end everything. The diamond, the plan, the lives. Maddie watches, unable to breathe, her eyes begging, praying silently for a miracle. Solomon speaks again, not as a man negotiating, but as a father searching for a connection through the cracks of trauma. Dia, I am your father. I carried you when you were too tired to walk. I held you when you were afraid. Your mother, she sings for you. Your sister, Nyanda, she misses you. The name hits something deep, a flicker, small, fragile, nearly invisible. Dia blinks, just once, but once is enough to mean a piece of him still remembers. The commander orders, shoot him. He is nothing. Solomon steps forward, fearless. You are my son. You will always be my son. They cannot take that from us. Dia's face quivers. His fingers shake. The gun lowers. Just an inch. The rebels panic. Guns raise. Danny sees the opening. A flash of strategy, and chaos erupts. Gunfire. Dirt explodes. Voices scream. Danny tackles the commander. Maddie drags Solomon behind cover. Dia stumbles back, confused. Memory fighting against indoctrination. The rebels fall, scattering like shadows under light. Silent now. Only heavy breathing and the ringing echo of gunfire remain. Solomon crawls to his son slowly, carefully, as if approaching a wounded animal that was once a loving pet. Dia's eyes are teary, lost, terrified. Solomon rests his forehead against his son's. I love you. Come home with me. And for the first time since the war stole his childhood, Dia cries. But their moment is cut short. Danny yells, we're not safe. We move. Now. The final climb. They climb through jagged cliffs, the sun bleeding orange across the horizon, carrying not only bags, weapons, or diamonds, but trauma, redemption, and fragile hope. Danny grows weaker, shot in the chaos, but hiding the pain. He keeps walking, for once, not for himself. They reach the clearing, the extraction point, but Danny knows the truth. He won't survive. He stops, drops to the ground, exhausted. Solomon rushes to help, but Danny shakes his head. This is as far as I go. Maddie calls for him, voice breaking, but Danny looks at her with the last smile a dying man can make. You write your story. Make the world listen. He takes Solomon's hand, firm, sincere, honest. Take your family, take your son, get your life back. Solomon refuses to leave him, but Danny nods, eyes soft with acceptance. Sometimes, people like us, we've got to pay the price. Solomon carries Dia away, tears hidden behind strength. Danny Archer dies watching the sunrise, the colors of the land he once used. Now, the only thing he finds peace in. Redemption. Weeks later, Maddie publishes her article, powerful, fearless, unfiltered. The truth spreads, headlines explode, blood diamonds exposed, new laws form, protests rise, people begin questioning the cost behind the jewelry they wear, and in a quiet school hall, Solomon Vandy takes the stage. Clean clothes, a fresh life, his family reunited. He speaks not like a victim, but like a survivor. My name is Solomon Vandy, and this is my son, Dia. The crowd stands, applauding, not out of politeness, but out of respect. Solomon smiles, not a happy smile, but a human one, a smile that says, I made it. We made it. The world tried to take everything, but it failed, because diamonds may last forever, but so does hope. If you enjoyed this emotional and intense journey, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment what movie or story you want to see next. Your support helps this channel grow, and trust me, this is just the beginning. Once again, I'm Ghost, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp, stay curious, stay legendary.